Good afternoon and welcome to Green Sports Complex, Pratt, Kansas. And the mid-winter, everybody's wishing it was winter, I guess, but 5 inches of rain has made it really tough on us to get this Double A tournament in. But this mid-states Double A tournament here in Pratt, Kansas, and Waupun, Wisconsin will face Crescent, Minnesota here in the semifinal game, and we'll have that for you in just a couple seconds. So I'm getting the starting lineups in here. They're going to have the national anthem. Well, let's take a break. We'll be back in about a minute. Right after this, this is the midwinter baseball. National anthem still going. Hang on. All right, there we go. There's the national anthem at the Mid-States Baseball Championships here at Green Sports Complex. And Pratt, Kansas, glad to have you along with us. I'm Dick Anderson, and we will be doing this ball game plus the next one, which is the championship game. We are going to take a quick we did some quick deal with the coaches here earlier. It kind of got messed up on our time schedule doing the ball game earlier until it lasted a little longer. So while they're getting their warm-ups, let's go first off with the Crescent coach. He is Jamie Muller, and here is what Jamie had to say about being in the tournament here in the semifinals. That's all right. That's all right. Well, we'll do that later. My fault. I didn't give the guys in the trailer enough. By the way, you can get this on kwksmedia.org, and you can get that on your internet site anywhere in the world. This is presented by the Kiowa County Media and KMM Radio, and the guys out in the trailer are working hard trying to put this production together. So I hope you enjoy it. Nice HD, beautiful afternoon here in Pratt, Kansas. Believe me, we're just enjoying ourselves as we finally get this thing underway. 5 inches of rain in 3 days did not help matters any, but we got her going. So Crescent, Minnesota will be the home team on the scoreboard, and Waupun, Wisconsin will be the home team on the scoreboard, and then they will have the visitors will be Crescent, Minnesota. All right, kind of getting things put together here. 4 umpires. Coming to bat. Here is starting lineups for, first off, the visitors, Lucerne, Minnesota. Zach Mostad will lead it off. He is the pitcher. He'll bat in the first position. Eric Vaughn is the center fielder. He'll bat second. Jared Docher is the right fielder. He'll bat in the third spot. Batting fourth is Hunter McCullison. He is the catcher. And batting fifth is Caleb Kinzer. He will bat in that fifth spot. He is the first baseman. Matt Windsor is the shortstop. He'll bat in the sixth spot. Batting seventh is Levi Massman, the left fielder. Dylan McKillen is the third baseman. He'll bat in that eighth spot. And batting ninth is Austin DeBeer. He is the catcher. So that is your starting lineups for Lucerne, Minnesota. Not Lucerne. We were there last year. This is La Crescent. My fault, folks. So that will be it. On the mound here for Waupun, Wisconsin, is Art Travis. We'll get it underway here in just a minute. Zach Malmstead will lead it off. While we're watching them warm up here for just a minute. There we go. All right, here we go. We're about ready to go now. The third base. Let's go for for La Crescent, Minnesota. They'll stand in Zach Mulper, the pitcher. He's a right-handed hitter. On the mound, Travis with that first pitch, and it is ball one. Strike one. No balls, one strike on the first batter in here for the semifinal game of this tournament. It started all on Wednesday afternoon when they came to town, and then they had a little banquet for the kids and a home run derby. We'll show you some of those highlights as we get through the day. And also started the ball game on Thursday, but it didn't get started till 6 o'clock, so it went a long night. And at that night, as we got done at 3 o'clock in the morning, Zach fouls one off down the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. The right-handed hitter stands it. Here's the wind and the pitch. And it is swung on and fouled up. Big guy on the mound. Waupun. These guys got to be home tomorrow. Football practice starts, and everybody's got to be back to work. So that's going to be a 14-hour trip home. Nice high pitch. That ball's hitting the air. Center fielder coming in. Second baseman going back, and he's got it. So now there's 1 out. 1 down. Now coming up is Eric Larson. Eric Vaughn. Eric Vaughn steps up on the left-hand side of the plate. The center fielder looks at the first pitch and is low into the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the lefty steps back in, big wide stance, pulls the next pitch, and it is called strike right underneath. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Top half of the first inning. La Crescent, Minnesota, Waupun, Wisconsin in the third place final. And the winner of this one go on to face Ladue, South Dakota in the finals. We'll have that one for you also. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Eric Vaughn. Vaughn. And the lefty steps up. Big wide stance. Front foot right down the line. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. So now we're 2 down. Coming to the plate. Right field. Kevin Dosher. Dosher, another left-handed hitter. Now we're 2 down. Kevin. The wind up. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Another kid that the Crescent, Minnesota, all high school students. They have 1 graduate And there's a swing and a pitch. A nice curve ball as it dropped into the foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Gavin, the left-hander, looking at the pitch, the wind. Here comes the pitch. It's low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, or top of the first. Now the windup. And it's an off-speed pitch that he takes a swing at, and there is strike 3. So here we go. No runs on no hits, no errors. Coming to the plate is Waupun, Wisconsin. We'll tell you all about them when we come back out of the break. This is the AA Baseball. Welcome back to Green Sports Complex here in Pratt, Kansas. Glad to have you with us. I'm Dick Anderson, and Kiowa County Media Center putting on this program for you here today. As we're going to play this, we're 2 here today. This is the semifinal game, and then we'll run into the final game of the day, which will be the championship of the Mid-States Championship. So now we'll Nate Hopp will lead it off, the shortstop. Zach Molstad will be the pitcher for Crescent, Minnesota. Nate Hopp waiting in a circle over there as we get ready to go. I said no ball games on Friday here because of the rain, and then they stacked 6 of them together yesterday. Started at 9 o'clock in the morning, got done. Last ball game was at 9 o'clock last night. You turn around, and each one of these teams has lost one, so they have come through the bracket. Waupun beat Grafton, North Dakota. No, you didn't. Whoops. Don't you just love this live stuff, folks? We have a little fun doing it, believe me. All right, Nate Hopp's going to come up here as we get in to the bottom half of the first inning. No score. Shortstop Nate steps in. He'll be a right-handed hitter. Waupun just came back in the bottom of the 5th inning to score and beat Grafton, Minnesota out of the ball game. So Waupun, Wisconsin here in against La Crescent. High pitch, ball 1. In from Green Sports Complex, Smoky Ford Field. We'll tell you about this field here as we kind of go through the afternoon. It's opened in 2004. There's a strike. Ball 1, strike 1 to the hitter. Smoky was a legendary baseball coach here in Pratt for over 30 years. Coached the Legion team here to 8 state championships. And there's a drive down the line that ends up foul. That foul ball right down the line, it just missed without being a corker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Four umpires in this game, 4 umpires in the final game. They make it, try not to miss anything. They've done a great job so far, low in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hopp. Zach Molstad, big right-hander. Molstad ready again. And that one's pop foul out of play. steps back into the right-hand side. Got him right up on the plate. Right-hander ready. Back with the pitch. And the curveball and a drive down the third base line is picked up there and thrown over. McKinnon to Kinzer at first for the out on the ground ball out for the first out here for Waupun, Wisconsin. Now we go to the left-handed hitting Colin DeBeer.
Number 6, the catcher, Colin DeBoer.
Colin DeBoer, dad coaches it, helps coach his team. He's a little left-hander, high school kid. There's a curveball strike right on the corner. Dad happens to be the head football coach at the college up there at Waupun. Wind up and the pitch. That ball down to the shortstop, Weiser, and he'll pick it up. Throws it high. They got to tag him, and they got him. The high throw pulled the first baseman off the bag, but he pulled it down and tagged him out for the second out of the inning. Well, that could have been disastrous if Caleb hadn't caught that ball and slapped him on the back. Jordan Dane steps up. Little guy looks like he could play linebacker for any football team he got. Strike one to him. No balls, one strike. There are two outs here in the bottom of the first, no score. Zach with the wind. Here's the pitch. It's a drive up the middle, and that's going to be picked up by Weiser again. Another nice play. This time a good throw, and they're out of the inning. After one complete, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the base paths. We'll be back right after this. More baseball coming up.
BTI is your local John Deere dealer in Buckland, Greensburg, Ness City, and Pratt. And we're not just about the sale. We're here for you after the sale, too. Because at the end of the day, we're still all about you. Come see us at BTI John Deere in Buckland, Greensburg, Ness City, or Pratt.
All right, we're back here at Smoky Ford Field, Pratt, Kansas. Double-A Mid-States Baseball Championships here. This is the second time in 5 years that we've had it here. 2008, this complex, as I said, opened in 2004. It is a four-diamond complex. One baseball field, three softball fields. Pratt, Kansas will be the site of the 4A Division II state championships next year. They will have 8 teams in town, 8 teams of baseball. They'll play out at Pratt Community College's Standing Field, which is a great complex also. Joining me in the next ball game, in fact, the coach of the Beavers will be with me here, Thompson.
He'll be there catching number 20,
Hunter McCullison steps up here in the top half of the second for La Crescent, Minnesota. And the first pitch is strike one. We'll get Harry Armgott, I believe it is. Armgott is, well, I got the wrong guy on the mound. Sorry about that. We'll do something different here in a minute. There's a bouncer at second base. Up with it they come, and Larson with a good throw, and there is one down. So the down ball to second, and now we'll bring up Caleb Kaiser. Here's another kid out of La Crescent. He's a graduated senior. His kid hammered one the other night over the left field fence. I put Lucerne on top, or not, excuse me, La Crescent. I keep calling Lucerne, my fault. Now wind, then the pitch, and it's too high. Art Travis is the pitcher. They want to do baseball. No balls, one strike. One out here in the top half of the second inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Crescent, Minnesota, on the eastern part of the state. Another wind up and a curveball. It's hammered to left field. If it's fair, that could be trouble. It is a foul ball. Right down, as you can see, 320 to left field. They have shortened it up a little bit because the warning track was so muddy he couldn't get on it. So it's about 300 to left, 265 down to the center field line. No score here, top of the second inning. With one down, 1 ball, 2 strike count. The wind, here comes the pitch. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kessler. Caleb Kessler, the right-hander, holds the bat high, as you can see. Here's the wind and the pitch. Right up the middle it goes. That'll be a base hit. So the big guy whacks one right up the middle. The base hit. And the single puts the runner at first base.
Runner first, 1 out.
Matt Weiser, the shortstop, steps up. He's a right-hander also. So now we'll go to the stretch with Arm. Here's the pitch. Too high, ball 1. One oh just the count. Boy, it's a beautiful afternoon here. Just high clouds. It's just into the afternoon. 12:29 in Pratt, Kansas, and that pitch out of the strike zone for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Kaiser at first. Armga winds her up. He throws it on the inside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oops, switch that around. I got it backwards. 2-1. Here we go. There now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strikes on the right-handed hitting shortstop. Kaiser at first. The wind, and that ball is bounced to second. He'll come up with it, tag the guy going by him, and a double play is made. And that's a double play as they tagged Kaiser as he went by him and then threw Reiser out. Well, that'll get him out of the half inning after an inning and a half. Third Minnesota, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 and nobody left on after the double play. Now we'll be back. More baseball coming up right here on the website. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back in a minute.
ITC operates, builds, and maintains the electric transmission infrastructure. We are working hard to improve electric reliability and increase electric transmission capacity throughout our operations across the Midwest. ITC, we're your energy superhighway.
Dick, I need that sheet again. What I've been working on can't get put in here. Well, good afternoon and welcome back. And I'm trying to get a lineup put in here. I haven't been able to get it put in. We've been kind of heading right along, and we'll get this thing put in here so that I know what's going on as we go through here. No score. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning here in the third place game of this AA American Legion tournament. Last year, this was in Fargo, North Dakota. The year before that, it was in Viroqua, Wisconsin. And then Lucerne, Minnesota. Pratt 86ers have been there the last 4 years. Been there twice, been runner-up twice. But this year did not fare so well here in the tournament as they lost 2.
Will be their DH number 18, Bryce Buckholz.
Bryce Buckholz will lead the B up, and he'll be the DH here. So Buckholt stands in on the right-hand side. Buckholtz with that first pitch. Little one outside, ball one. Here, I'll try to put him in there. Outside pitch, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. And boy, what a gorgeous afternoon for baseball. We're going to have another one for you about 30 minutes after this one's over with. We'll have the final game of this one and crown the Mid-States champion. That one low in the dirt. Now 3-0 count. Jack. From the stretch, he goes from the stretch with nobody on. High ball, 4 walk. A 4-pitch walk for him, and now Waupun with a runner at first base.
Right at first, nobody out.
Waupun and Grafton, Minnesota, were tied up going into the top of the 5th, and all of a sudden Waupun starts banging the ball all over the field, ends up winning it 5-2. Now we got a visit to the mound. He tried to settle his kid down after he did that 4-pitch walk. Jack Muller, the head coach. We get a little break. We'll show you a little clip of him as we talked to him just a little bit earlier before the ball game started about being in this semifinal game. Head baseball coach at Crescent, Minnesota. Also head volleyball coach. Right-handed hitter. Buckholz steps in. Buckholz is down to first. This is a bunt down the third baseline, and it is foul. Jordan Malt. So he'll step back in. No balls, 1 strike on Malt. Jordan, a right-hander. Here's the pitch, and it's too low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tim Renner behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. My fault. Got this fly flying around here. And tried to jump out of the way. Ball was fouled off, came straight back above the screen. All these diamonds here are covered. They have the steel roof on them, and every once in a while you'll hear a bang and a cork and clunk and a bunk and whatever else when they hit. That one was fouled right over the top of the screen accidentally off the bat. And wind the pitch too high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The runner at first base is Brian Buckholz. Ryan Schmidt will be next. Oh, swings at that one, pulls it down the left field line, and Levi Massman out of left field will pick that one off on high fly ball. 1 down here in the inning. And they're holed up the runner at first, so Buckholz stays at first. Now Ryan Schmidt comes up. Ryan is son of a coach here. And there is strike 1 call to him. No balls, 1 strike to Ryan Schmidt, right-handed hitter with 1 down. Out of Waupun, Wisconsin. That's a trip up there, 14 hours. Now he's going to try to bunt it. He got a good bunt. Pitcher slip coming off the mound. They did get him. What a great play by McKinnon at third base. Good play. McKinnon had to rush that ball. Zach came off the mound, slipped on the dirt. McKinnon right there to pick it up and throw him out. So the ground ball out in there's 2 down. Good thought about bunting. They did move the runner down. So he's standing at second base. But with 2 out, the left fielder comes up. I'll tell you who he is in just a second here. Avery Armga got hit by the pitch, so he'll go down to first base. Now you got runners at first and second. Casey Oslo. The right fielder steps up now with 2 down, runners at first and second. First pitch to him from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Too high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. There are 2 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. No score for either ball club here in this semifinal game. Here's the wind and the pitch, and it's a high fly ball. It's going to be in foul territory. McKinnon got it right there in foul territory for the out. A good job there. Wind not much of a factor on that one as it kind of swirls around. But the high fly ball out, and that's this third out of the inning. After 2 complete, no score. The Crescent, Minnesota against Waupun, Indiana in the AA baseball tournament right here in Pratt. We'll be right back.
When you look at a new 2014 Chevrolet Impala, you look at a totally new design and performance package that will turn your head. Sitting in the seat will make you feel like you're in command of a fighter jet. The interior rewards your desire for excellence, and the power under the hood will amaze you. Come by today to see the all-new Chevrolet Impala for 2014 at Doug Ray Chevrolet at 1501 East 1st in Pratt. We do business your way at Doug Ray. Find new roads.
Well, and we're back. Right here at Green Sports Complex, Smoky Ford Field. Well, when you think about having as much rain as we've had in August, you would think all these people from the Northeast thought we would be dry and 100 degrees, and they got down here and we had 5 inches of rain and it was about 60, and they were all trying to dig for long clothes, their warm clothes that they left in Wisconsin. Oh, we'll get ready to go here. Top of the third inning. Levi Mossman will step up. Now, Levi is a pretty good hammer stick. By hammer stick, I mean he'll hit the ball a long way. He's had a couple of home runs in this tournament. The wind in, that was a high fly ball right center field. That ball's going to go to the fence. Levi around first, headed for second base. The throw's going to cut off, and he'll stand up with a double. A stand-up double for Levi, and he's standing at second base. And now Dylan McKinnon, the third baseman, will stand in. So now Thread at second base. A single will bring that young man home. He's got a motor scooter for feet. McKinnon dives into the right-hand side of the plate. He'll be ready to go. Travis, and the bunt is put down. It's a good one, and it's going to advance the runner on the sacrifice bunt. That's called small ball. Catcher jumped out there, picked it up, and threw it out, but that'll move the runner Levi over to third base. Second baseman Austin DeBoer stands in. The Crescent, Minnesota. Well, these are high school kids now, 19 and under. You might find a college kid playing on here, one that's headed to college. There's a ball back fouled, and it hits the roof for strike one. No balls, one strike. There's one out. Runner at third base. See if the Crescent can get this guy home. Wind coming out of the south just a little bit. As you can see this field, you probably can't tell on the video, but this field sits facing to the northeast. And usually if the wind's out of the south, you can get a few home runs out of here. But the ball's been kind of dead because of the high humidity that we have. Ball one, strike one on the hitter. Austin DeBeer, wrong guy. Is that right? No, that's not right. DeBoer, I'm sorry. I thought I had the wrong guy there for a second. Austin DeBoer, the second baseman. Kiowa Media Center putting this thing on. They have 4 cameras working here this afternoon. One right behind home plate. Oh, he's going to get hit with the ball. So he's going to head down to first base, and now you got runners at first and third. And there's still only one out. Now it sets up a double play ball. If you're a situation guy, move the infield back, try to get a ground ball here to double play this and get out of the inning without that run scoring. Tavis sets up. They'll wind the pitch. It's a strike right on the knees, and they're going to run it down to second base. They'll give him the bag. That's what you're hoping for, a strike that you can get. Now that takes the double play out of place. Now a base hit will score 2, though, so you got to be careful. Now they'll move the infield in, hold the runner at third. Right-hander looks, there's a foul ball. Of course, the best thing to happen right now on this 0-2 pitch that you could throw it by him and end up striking him out, and then you got 2 down. One out here, top half of the third. The Crescent, Minnesota, and Waupun, no score. A pitch, and he's going to put it on the ground to the right side. That's going to score the run. He may not get him. They got him. What a great job out at second base. That is Jarvis Larson at second base. Got the ground ball on the grass, a slow ground ball. Put him out, but they score the run on that little ground ball put up. And DeBoer goes over to third on that one. So now you still got 2 out. 1 run has come across. The wind, here comes the pitch. And there's a strike right on the knees. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The left-handed hitting. Zach Alstad flew out his first time up. The pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 2 down. Here's the pitch. And there's strike 2. Another one right on the knee. That makes a 1-2 count. Eric Vaughn swing and a miss, and the dropped third strike does count as a strikeout, so they'll get 1 run across. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. They'll leave 1 on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0. La Crescent, Minnesota over Waupun, Indiana. We'll be right back after this. Well, this is AA baseball from Pratt, Kansas. American Legion AA. American Legion is the biggest baseball organization that you can senior baseball without going to semi-pro. And they're doing a little rule changing this year. They're going to make it so that graduating senior can still play, but if you played for like a junior college or another semi-pro team of some sort, you're not going to be able to come back and play like they have in the past. A lot of these teams do have some college kids on them. And we'll get stepping to the plate here, and the next batter, and I'll find out who it is here in just a second. Havasu, pretty good fishing. Jack Mulstad had 24 total pitches, 9 strikes, 15 balls. He's going to do a little dirt work out there first. Well, that looked like Eric Vaughn's pitching now. Did they change pitchers on us and didn't show us? So Eric Vaughn is on the bump now. And I'm not quite sure who went to center field, but we'll find out. So Vaughn is a left-hander. He'll move in. Jared Larson, the second baseman, comes up. And he rolls one foul for strike one. Oh, 1 the count, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. Waupun, Wisconsin at the plate. Crescent, Minnesota with a 1-0 lead, but he's going to whap that one to the right field side, and it's going to go in the gap. Around first he goes. He's headed for second, and he's going to stand up. So a double for the little second baseman, Jared Larson. So Larson is standing at second base. And now Nate Hopp comes up. So Larson, the number 9 hitter, does what he's supposed to do. He gets on base. Now it's time for him to try to get him around. Anytime you get the number 9 hitter on base and Larson standing at second, you need to do something with it. And the pitch gets away from him, and that's going to let Larson go down to third base. So Larson leads it off with a double. And now he'll be down to third base on the pass ball. So there's the tying score here now. And Hopp coming to the plate. Hopp with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Here's the stretch. Eric Vaughn, and that ball right straight to center field. He's going to pick it up easily. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be late. The run will score. So the long fly ball does what it's supposed to do. It gets the runner in from third base. That's an RBI. Nice job. Tied up at 1. Colin DeBeer comes up. Left-hander. Colin DeBoer grounded out his first time up. 1-1 tie. Throw over to first. They say, did he leave too soon? No, he didn't. So we'll go back and try this all over again. DeBoer stands in on the left-hand side. There's the pitch. It's too high. Ball 1. If you're not familiar with Pratt, Kansas, we're in south central Kansas, about 30 miles from the border of Oklahoma. And not quite in the middle of the state, but south central Kansas, they call it. 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter. Normal temperature down here this time of year is about 105 degrees, and so dry that the dust blows up here from Oklahoma half the time. South wind blowing, temperature around 85 degrees here. Here's the wind up by the lefty, and the pitch right at the belt on the curveball. 3 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. And high and inside, and he's going to walk. So now DeBeer down to first, and Jordan Dane comes to the plate. Dane got a little powerhouse behind this frame of his. Well, they get ready to go here with 1 down and a run across. Grounded out the last time. To the shortstop, Weiser, and here's the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. And all these kids 19 and under. So on a certain date, if you were 19, you get to play. He pulls this one into the parking lot. Everybody's looking to see if it hit their car. Parked mine in the parking lot earlier this summer, and one of my kids that plays on my baseball team hit a foul ball and went right in the middle of my windshield. And another hit batsman. Well, there's been a few hit batsmen here to try to throw that ball low and inside, and Jordan Dane trots down to first. Now got runners at first and second with 1 out. Bryce Buckles walked his last time up. The right-hander steps in. Eric Vaughn, and that ball is bounced down to second. He can't get it picked up. Did he get it picked up? He did. So on the fielder's choice, they're going to get the runner at second, and they couldn't quite find the handle to get it done. But the runner will be safe at first base, so that's called a fielder's choice. The runner will be out at second base. The runner down at third base now first and third. Now with 2 down, Eric Vaughn steps in. We're going to get Bruce Pinkel on with us here. He's the director of the Pratt Recreation Center. I'm going to get him mic'd up here for just in a minute, and we'll get him put on here and talk with us. You got time now, Bruce? No? High pitch, ball 1. Eric Vaughn struck out his last time up. 1 run has come across. Excuse me, Bryce Buckholz, and that's a swing and a miss. Jordan Vaughn. Well, we'll see what happens here with this one. And he's going to foul this one off down the first base side, out of play. They got runners at first and third. Two out. Mole on the right-hand side again. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that's fouled straight back. That pitch, there's a high fly ball, and it looks like the second baseman's going to pick it up. It's kind of a little blooper, and that will be it. But they pick up a run here, so it's tied up at 1. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. We'll have Bruce Pinkel, the director for the Pratt Recreation Department with us here. When we come out of the break, Bruce and I will do some talking while the ball game goes on, and you can watch it. We're all tied up here at the AA Mid-States Baseball Tournament. We'll be back shortly.
Mid-America Ag Network, your partner in agriculture, on your radio, on your computer, on your phone. The trusted source for market information and ag news since 1977. When you need to know, we are here. Mid-America Ag Network. Most reliable, most trusted, most respected. MidAmericaAgNetwork.com.
Well, welcome back to Green Sports Complex in Pratt, Kansas, and this is the AA American Legion Regional Championships, they call it. Bruce Pinkel, I think you're on there, Bruce. I hope they turned you on down there in the trailer.
Oh, that's where I am, Dick.
Bruce, our recreation director here, has been for several years. He was 4 years. How long you been here?
Oh, I've been here 25.
I was going to say it's been a while. You were pretty instrumental in putting this complex together when it got going, and I tell you, it's been quite a complex for us. You keep busy all summer long. I know that.
Yes, we sure have, and it's been a project by the whole community, though. Everybody got involved in a different way, so lots of people that have their hand in the project.
Oh, coming up to the plate is for the Crescent, Kevin Gosshire, I believe it is. He's the right fielder. After we get going here, we'll get the right batter up. There we go. He struck out his last time up. He's going to dribble one out, picked up by the pitcher, and he's going to throw him out. So there's one down. Been a nice tournament other than the rain, hasn't it, Bruce?
Oh, yeah, and the rain, you never want to complain about rain, but wish we could have it in about 2 or 3 weeks later.
Now, this tournament, Bruce, we had this back in 04. We had the state tournament here this year, added the Midwest regional tournament here this year, so kind of prolonged the season, but you still have a bunch of stuff going on this fall here in the complex, don't you?
Oh, yes, we do. We'll play through late October.
At the men's league and slow pitch. Boy, another hit batsman. That's the fourth one so far. So McClauson goes down to first base after get hit by the pitch. 2004 complex. All this land was the green land. The people by the name of Green owned all this, and was nice enough to help us out and get the land for us. And then we got the complex built after that.
Yeah, they donated the roughly 32 acres, and then the community passed a 1/4-cent sales tax that we levied for 4 years, sunsetted, and after 4, and the complex was built with that revenue. We also received some grant funding matched by our sales tax. So, like I said, the community voted for it, and everybody has their piece of the project, and they're all involved.
Well, he's going to follow. That was Caleb Kinzer, and he fouled it back, and DeBoer, the catcher, put it away. So now there are 2 outs here in the inning. And Matt Weiser steps up. And Matt steps in from the right-hand side. He grounded out. And the pitch is low into the dirt. And Bruce, you guys have done a heck of a job with this thing, as wet as it was. And yesterday afternoon when you were dragging, I said, look at there, that's dust. I couldn't believe you were throwing dust out, but your crew has done an outstanding job here at the complex keeping this, getting this thing in shape, especially after, 5 inches of rain in 2 days or something like that?
Something like that. I don't look at the numbers. We just look at the results, and we had that last week too. So it's been a challenge, but yes, everybody's worked very hard to keep it going, and even had help from the teams and some of the fans to make things work easy.
Weiser fouls one off. Now 2-2 the count with 2 down. All tied up at 1 here. I was going to talk about Smokey just for a minute, because I told him a little bit about Smokey Ford Field and why it's that way. But, boy, what a guy, a baseball guy that this town had for a long time. And promoted baseball as much as he could. And that one's pulled foul. It was a foul ball. Yes, it was. Whew. I had to stop there for a minute there, Bruce. I thought we had one there. But Smoke was quite a guy, wasn't he?
Smokey was a special person. He was involved, really enjoyed the kids, was passionate about American Legion baseball, and he showed it in everything he did. So, yes, he was a true representative of what American Legion baseball is all about.
Yeah, and especially in the summertime when you walk down in the dugout, you kind of hear him, don't you? I do anyway.
Smoke and I were good friends, so yeah, we have lots of great memories, and he comes to mind often.
Ground ball to second base. He's going to pick it up and throw him out, and that'll be the third out. So after 3.5, we got a 1-1 tie. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate you coming up, my friend.
Hey, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Dick.
Yep, we'll see. I'll be seeing more of you the rest of the year, but I see a lot of you in the summertime. We'll see you later, Bruce. Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Hey, we'll take a break. We'll come back and try to get my score sheet back up because I was talking to Bruce and I kind of got it messed up. But we'll get it back. We'll be right back after this. You're watching baseball right here on the internet site. You got to be yelling in my ear if you push it. I got my score sheet. See, I got a producer. Oh, you mean? Oh, I'm going to keep scoring. Yeah. Guys giving me a rough time here up in the booth. They want to thank all the people that worked this thing over with the Kiowa County Media Center. Boy, they were over here yesterday. We strung wire all over this complex. There's cameras on the dugouts, cameras out in center field, and right above me here, right behind the backstop, there's a camera up there. 4 cameras, and they're doing a great job of showing you what's happening here in Pratt, Kansas. If you're anywhere around, and if you're watching it on the internet, most of the time, a good turnout on the internet. I'm sure the Crescent, Minnesota, and Waupun, Wisconsin, are having some people watch us. So we'll get back to baseball here. We're going to have another game after this one. And that, of course, Coach Ryan Schmidt will join me. And he's the head coach of our Pratt Community College team. Ryan Schmidt picks it up and ground ball out for Ryan Schmidt. Well, there's one down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This will be a 5-inning game, and then the championship will be a 7-inning game. Now the leadoff hitter, Nate Hop. Blown out once, grounded out once, and there's strike 1 to him. That left-hander whips that one on. Short Schweizer got to it, but he just knocked it down, so that'll be an infield base hit for Hop. Now Colin DeBear, the catcher, comes up. This little catcher's a pretty good one. Dad happens to be a coach, or an assistant coach. Their head manager is Jamie Mullner, and he's been battling cancer this summer. And we'll show you a little clip of that coach. In between this inning, we'll give you a clip of the coach from Waupun as we talk to those 3 coaches on our pregame show, and we'll show you that clip in between games here. There's the pitch, and just misses high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Colin DeBoer, the catcher. One run, 2 hits for each team here. And there's a bunt, and it just about ran over it. Picked it up, throw. Now the sacrifice bunt will move the runner down to second base. hop down to second base now. Now coming to the plate, Jared Larson. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner of the plate. Well, there's a nice shot from Camera out in the outfield. Straight away, right behind the pitcher. There's the wind and the pitch, and tries to hold back, bunts it foul. Or tried to hold back, and it went foul, I should say. 0-2 the count. With 2 down, bottom half of the 4th inning. Stepping back in, Jared Larson, right-hander. Kind of hold the bat straight back, and then he's going to slap that one to right field. Right fielder comes in, picks it up for the fly ball out. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors in that inning. 1-1 tie. Hey, we'll take a timeout. When we come out of the break, we hope to show you a little clip we had talking to the coach from Waupun, Wisconsin. This is baseball right here.
Southern Plains Co-op in Greensburg is proud to offer Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Chewing bugs, fungal diseases, and grasses needlessly kill or drastically limit corn and soybean production each year. Innovative Bayer Crop Science products control these unwanted intruders. That means increased yields for more grain in the bin at harvest. Let Southern Plains Co-op protect your crops with Bayer Crop Science products.
All right,
At
that's
Southern
fine.
Plains, we deliver service.
Well, we're back, and we'll try to get that clip for you later. We got kind of in a little bit of rush, but try to get some stuff done beforehand. And here, as we got ready to go, they kind of started a pre-ball game before we were ready for them. But these guys aren't going to wait on us, so they wanted to keep it going and get it going, and that's exactly what they did. So that we'll hopefully can get that for you. We'll try to do some pregame stuff in our next ball game and try to talk to the coach that comes in. The next game has already got one team in it, and that's Flandra, South Dakota, who will come into the championship game, and they will face the winner of this one. Out of the plate for the Crescent is Levi Massman. Well, Levi steps in, ball 1, strike 1 to him. Nobody out, top of the 5th inning. The wind and the pitch, and it's going to get dribbled out in front, but it's a foul ball. So we'll start all over again. 1-1 tie here. Top of the 5th inning. They'll play 5 unless it's tied up, and then we'll just keep right on going until somebody scores a run. Masson hits that ball to left field. That'll drop in there for a base hit. Oh, he'll be standing at first base with no outs. Dylan McKenna steps up. Well, the runner at first now, McKenna had a sacrifice bunt his last time up to help move the runner around, but it got stranded at third base. They got one. That was back in the 3rd inning. Each team put him up in the 3rd inning. There he's going to sacrifice bunt again. And they'll throw him out at first. And Travis throws him out at first, but Dylan moves the runner around. That's what you want to do. It's called small ball. I like to play that when you're doing what you're doing with it, because that means now you got a 1-out single and you're going to score a run. So now with 1 down, There's the pitch. And it's ball one. Austin DeBeer, second baseman, comes up. And there's a throw to second. Whoa, close play, did not get him. The throw down to second with a close play, just dove in there and underneath the tag. Let him get all wiped off. I'm sure he probably got a face full of dirt on that one. Umpire talking to him, make sure he got all the dirt out of his nose, ears, eyes, or wherever else it went. Well, here we go. Austin DeBeer stands in. There's strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning, tie ball game. Each of them got 1 in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch off the stretch, and the curve ball drops right in there. First strike, 2. Boy, that was a nice curve ball. That baby dumped right in there. DeBoer stands in, and the right-hander, pretty good sized fella. Of course, most of these kids are pretty good size anymore. And he'll hold back on that one, and it's above the letters for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DeBeer now with a 3-2 count, full up. So now a 3-2 count with 1 down and the runner at second base. That pitch, too high, ball 4. Moore worked him good there. And now to the plate is Zach Mollenstead. Mollenstead's grounded out both times he's come to the plate. And there's pitch from to Mollenstead, and it's ball 1. It was Mollenstead, the leadoff hitter, and there's a strike call. Ball 1, strike 1. 3 hits for Crescent, Minnesota. 1 hit for Waupun, Wisconsin. But they're tied up as far as the scoreboard's concerned. That's me. and he overruns third base. Did they catch him? Yes, they did. Levi Mast. Ball 4 was called, and they ran down third base, headed for third base. And he ends up getting tagged out because he overran the bag. So now, Eric Vaughn steps up. And there's strike 1 to him. So Aston overruns the bag, wow, which you don't want to do. He gets tagged out. That makes 2 outs. From the stretch, the pitch. And there's a runner at third. They got him too. Tried to steal third base and again slid right over the top of the bag, and they tagged him out. Oh my goodness. That's a tough way to lose a run there. They won't get any runs in. They had him on the bag, couldn't get him home. A 1-1 tie. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be right back after this. Well, here we go. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's all tied up at 1. Been a good ball game. The city of Pratt, the Pratt Recreation Department helping us out, put this on. The guys helped us run cable, and we're working with their flatbed out in the center field. So here we go, bottom of the 5th inning. Somebody needs to get a run here. No runs in the first, no runs in the second, then both of them put one up in the third, and it's kind of been after that. Like Crescent, Minnesota leaves 2 on in the ball game. Waupun, Wisconsin has left 3 on. So they both had their chances to get runners up, but they haven't been able to do it. 1-1 tie. Nate Hopp will come to the plate, the leadoff hitter for Waupun. Waupun won this in the bottom of the 5th, this early game, to get to this point. Let's see if they can do it here. Oh, Nate Hopp, leadoff hitter, comes up. Bottom of the 5th. High pitch. He missed that one for ball 1. On the left of ready, here comes the pitch, and that swung on and lifted high in the air. Center fielder going to our left, his right, and there's the out. On the fly ball out to center. And with 1 down, Colin DeBoer steps in. DeBoer grounded out and walked his first 2 times up. So with 1 down, we're ready to go. Here's the windup and the pitch, and it is low for ball 1. The wind blowing just enough into my mic. I don't know if it's bugging anybody else, but it's bugging me, and there's strike 1. Ball 1, strike 1 with 1 out. That pitch from the lefty, there's strike 2. And Eric Vaughn, the wind. He's been pretty efficient. He tucked that ball right where it needed to be. That one just missed the outside corner, and it is now 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll have the final game about 30 minutes after this one. And another lifted high to Bassman out at left field, and there's a fly ball out. Well, there's 2 down. They might even go over to extra innings in this one. They had 2 outs earlier in that first ball game, and this guy right here helped them end it. They were down 3-1, and then this guy hit a 2-run home run to tie it up, and they came back with a single in the bottom of the 5th after a walk and brought home a run and won it. Jordan Dane was grounded out and got hit by a pitch. And that one's rolled to second base. DeBoer up with it, and the out is made. Now we're going to go to extra innings in this one, and we go to the top of the 6th. We'll have more when we come out of the break. This is American Legion Baseball from Pratt, Kansas. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back to American Legion Baseball. Kiowa Media Center putting this on. Live events coverage. There's educational stuff. You got professional marketing. You can do graphics. You can do your ads on this. Grant, his phone number appears on your screen right now, and they do a great job. They put this thing together. We probably put this thing together in about 2 weeks. It was kind of a quick little put together, but my goodness, what a lot of fun this is. I'm Dick Anderson. I'm the sports director of Pratt KMM Radio. We do Greenback sports, all the Greenback football, basketball, baseball, softball, and we do Beaver sports. We do chosen baseball, softball games with them, all our basketball program. You're going to be listening to their coach do a little play-by-play with me here earlier. Nobody covering first base. And when that happens, there's a runner on. Eric Vaughn with that roller to second. Nobody was covering first. The first baseman picked it up, and that's going to be an infield single. So Vaughn standing at first base. Jevin Docher. And there goes the runner. There's the throw, and he's in there safe. So now you got one in scoring territory there at second base. He got the stolen bag. And I interrupted myself on my train of thought. I'll get back to it here in just a minute. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off. Oh, I was telling you about KMM Radio, little AM station here in Pratt. Been here for 50 years. We do all the ball games for the college and high school. We do them on an internet site. That'll start on Friday night, September the 9th. We do them on AM radio website, the mighty 1290am.com. And we do it on your mobile device. You can pick up our app on your mobile device, on your iPhone or Droid, and listen to it that way also. A 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here's the pitch. And he's going to hammer it out. Hop's coming up with it a short. He's going to throw him out. There's one down, but that moves the runner to third base. A hit and run. Did exactly what you want to do. Hit behind the runner. Short to first, and there is one down, but the runner's standing at third base, so he's 90 feet closer. Hunter McCulson, he's grounded out twice. With one down here. Boy, you got to get this runner home. Ball 1. You really hate it when you leave the bases loaded. I know as a coach. Man. And he hammers that one off the handle. That's going to drop in there. Base hit. It's an RBI single for Hunter. He stands down to first base. Oh, now a 2-1 ball game. And you still got to go to the bottom of the inning to see if they can finish it off, because they have to go complete inning. There goes the runner. There's the throw. That got him this time. Yes, they did. DeBurr with a nice throw. They caught stealing. Well, now there's 2 down. Art Travis, pretty efficient, 34 pitches, 13 balls, 21 strikes. In a 2-1 ball game, and that one's pulled foul down the line. 2 strikes on the hitter, Caleb Kaiser. Just a little guy. Probably knows tackle on your football team. He's a pretty stout young man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he runs well. I've watched him hustle down to first base. Bigger type fella, really looks good, but he strikes out for the 3rd out. Well, that's the top of the 6th inning. They get 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They'll leave 3 on the base pads totally, with Waupun 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and he leaves 3 on. Timeout has come up. We'll come back. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to American Legion Baseball.
Let Southern Plains Co-op take the worry out of choosing corn and soybean seed. For powerful performance at harvest, we know Mycogen seeds deliver. Global breeding and vigorous testing results in hybrid seeds with guts. That's true value that makes a difference. Maximize your seed investment for higher yields at harvest. Choose Mycogen hybrids from Southern Plains Co-op in Greensburg. At Southern Plains, we deliver service and Mycogen seeds.
Oh, I'm back. Messing around with the guys in the trailer. I bet they appreciate that. They got enough to do back there. And maybe, I don't know if this can be done. I can ask Grant. I'm going to ask him right here on the air. Grant, if you could turn one of your, like that one camera around that you got down here in the dugout and take a shot of your mobile unit down there. There you are, KMM Radio, the Mighty 1290. Lisa Koss is our manager and wonderful young lady. I've been with the station about 12 years now on a part-time basis, but the last 3 on a full-time basis. There you go. You got your camera. There's the mobile unit. Isn't that cool? Look at that, folks. This is such a neat deal. I'm having so much fun. We might rename this thing. I don't know what, but Kiowa County would not like that. Strike 1 call. Bryce DeBoer stands in. Or Bryce Buckholz, I should say. And another pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Guys doing a great job. Again, 4 cameras working. I don't know how they ever get that thing put together. And there's strike 3. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, out he goes. Jordan Mall comes up. So with 1 down, Waupun, Wisconsin needs to do something here. We got the new batter coming up here. Brandon Van Galen will step up to pitch hit here in the bottom half of the 6th, trying to get a runner on the base path. The wind in the pitch, and that curveball. Wow, that was a nice curveball for a strike. Little lefty's got a good curveball. We're going to talk with Eric. Eric's sitting over here now. He's looking at him. An inside pitch to him. Yeah, strike 2. They caught the inside corner, 0-2 count. So you're two outs and 1 strike. What you need here. That's too high for a ball. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all these young people that are working for the Kiowa County Center. That's all volunteer help, and they give their Sunday up to do it. There's a foul ball. I hope it didn't hit my car down that line. Huh? About got the cameraman? Did he duck? Well, we don't want to hit a camera with a foul ball, that's for sure. There's a slapper to right center field. That's going to drop in there, and now with 1 out, you got the runner at first base. So Van Galen does his job. He gets on. And Ryan Schmidt comes to the plate. And Schmidt steps up. A right-handed hitter. Another kid. Boy, I'll tell you, there are some good athletes in this. And a wild pitch is going to let the runner go down to second. Oh, my goodness, you don't need that right now. You got one out. You got to keep the ball in play. Boy, you just kind of things like that can kill a team. Eric Vaughn and done a great job so far keeping the ball right around the plate. So the foul ball, and there's 1 ball, 1 strike. These two teams are good quality baseball teams, good fundamental baseball teams, like to hit the ball around. Don't really try to murder things, but they got a good swing on it. There's a pretty good swing on a ball, but it goes out to the right center, to the right field. And a fly ball out, and there's 1 down, or 2 down. So you got the tying run at second base with 2 outs. In the bottom of the 6th inning. Avery Armga comes up. Armga grounded out. Here comes the pitch, and that's inside for ball 1. You're down to your last out here. Got to be picky. A base hit could drive in that run, depending if you have to go after the ball very far. Now ball 2. Eric Vaughn wanted that one. You could see kind of close to the strike zone. He just wanted to make sure. And another one, and it's fouled off right back to the catcher. And Galen at second base got a big lead. The pitch. That ball slapped to right field. Right fielder going back, and he caught the baseball. What a catch for the right fielder, and that's the ball game. Wow. High fly ball right, opposite field. Saved the ball game going back. Rolls on the ground, picks it up into the ball game. So Crescent, Minnesota will move on to the finals here in about 30 minutes. Waupun, Wisconsin with a great tournament. We'll finish it up. We're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll come back. I'll have some final numbers for you. Then we'll take a little break, and we'll come back for the final game. Here, Thompson, the head coach of the Beavers, will join me. So don't go away. We'll be back in about 1 minute. Yeah, let me have it right here in about. There we go. Go ahead, right after this. Fade out of this. Let me take a break. Hear me? Well, welcome back as they're going to do some award ceremonies here for the third place, the third and second, fourth place deal here as these four teams made it through this tournament. Now I will give you some numbers. What a good ball game we just saw. A 2-1 loss for Waupun winning Minnesota. The loss came in the bottom of the sixth inning. They had a runner at second base, got a good base hit, but the right fielder, Casey Armos, ran it down and caught it laying on his belly and ended the ball game. For La Crescent, Minnesota, they had 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They'll have 3 on the base paths. For Waupun, Wisconsin, they have 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 4 left on the base paths. Now, they'll win it today here and move on to the final game. Crescent, Minnesota will face Flandu, South Dakota here in the final game, and that will be here, well, it's 1:30. It's supposed to be a 2:30 start, but they'll probably start in about 30 minutes. While we're away, we're going to take a break here and get myself a little drink and get ready to go for this next ball game and get the score pad all set up and everything. But while we're on the break here, you might want to stay tuned because we did have a home run derby on Wednesday night. And Tyler Trash from Verocro, Wisconsin, have won that one. He won it in a tiebreaker over Chase Hageman from Pratt. Trash had 9 home runs, and they had to go to a tiebreaker. Both of them had 3 in the second round. And finally, Trash gets the championship of that one. So that's going to come on. They're going to show some video of that while we're on the break. And then we'll come back here in just a little bit. And I would guess, I'm going to guess about 25 minutes. And we'll have the final game for you here this afternoon. So for right now, that's it. I'm Dick Anderson from Green Sports Complex. And we'll be back shortly with the final game.